Hey, it's Thoughtful Tuesday. What's going on? Forgot my phone. I gotta go get my phone. I'll be right back. You see my phone in there? I didn't leave it on the bed. Hey guys, hi. I'm back. Hi. What's up, guys? How are you doing? Snowpea, welcome to Thoughtful Tuesday. How are you doing? What's going on? About to share this out on my community tab. Hope everybody's doing great on this Tuesday. About to share this out. Hold on a second, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just sharing this out on my community tab. Hope everybody's doing good on this Tuesday. About to get into this subject. How are you? 2 people in the room. Welcome. About to share this out on my community tab. Hope everybody had a good day and your day is going great. Sharing this. Just shared it on my community tab, so hopefully people will come in. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are looking forward to this subject of about just this thought came to me today. How about making it Thoughtful Tuesday, and every Tuesday we have a discussion about things that we should be thankful for, or things of the mind and things of the spirit that we can meditate on, think on, that is going to encourage us to keep going. So this is my thought for today is live for today. I know so many people and they're dealing with all kinds of issues. Everybody has issues and problems, difficulties and struggles. But what about Tony? Hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. What's going on, sis? So I just wanted to come in with some different thoughts. I know there's so much on social media, and I thought that I would just dedicate Tuesdays. I wish I was on vacation. I just thought I would dedicate 2 Tuesdays to the subject of being thankful for things. And the subject today is live for today. Why do I come up with that subject? Well, I'll tell you why. There's so much people out there. That's nice. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. There's so much people out there, and and they have all kinds of thoughts about life, and they think that their situation, whatever they're dealing with, give us the word. I'm gonna give you the word. Give me some time, sis. Give me some time. I've only been on for 4 minutes. Okay. So today's thought is about being thankful, and living for today. Usually, when somebody says live for today, that's with the idea or the thought that they're living like a wild life. But no, my thought is that when you are living for today, is that you're living with a purpose. It's a choice to live with joy and happiness in your life every day. It really is a choice because there are people out there, and I call them joy suckers. You know, they will do anything to take the joy out of your life, to try to break your spirit, to try to make you think negative like that. Those aren't the people that you want to be around. I was just in Delightful Dawn's live stream, and I shared a thought that there's some people, when you're around them, that they always make you feel tired, right? Those are the people that we want to stay away from. Those are the people, they will take and take and take and take. Yes. They will take and take and take from you as often as you allow them to. So, my thought for that, for people who, yes, joy suckers, you just have to rebuke those people, remove them from your life. Don't even engage really in conversation with them. The best thing you can do is stay away from those people. Stay away from them, stay far away from them. I completely, like Dawn, I go by people's energy. And some people, when you're around them, you just don't get a good feeling. Hey, Boss Life Online. It's raining bad in Houston. Just got back on the net. If it goes, I missed the end of that. If it goes again, you will not see me, Lord Jesus. Oh, boss. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, sis. It will be okay, sis. Hang out with me and just listen to my encouraging words. Just listen to my encouraging words. So I came in to give you guys some encouraging thoughts for your mind. And I was talking about I'm a person that goes by the energy of people. And I think you should too. If you're not paying attention to people's energy, you should start. Because people will let you know as soon as they come around you. You can pick up on the feeling and the vibe of them, the negativity, or the ones that always are complaining. Everything is a complaint. There's never anything about happiness and joy. Sure, Dawn, there's never anything about happiness and gratitude and joy. So my thought is, like my topic today, is to live for today. And what does that mean, living for today? That means living your life with a purpose. It's having, hello, how are you doing? I don't know how to say your first name. Kids, I'm sorry. I'm not going to even try to attempt to mess up your name. How are you doing? Welcome to my live stream. If you could thumbs it up on coming in. I hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. And it's Thoughtful Tuesday, where I talk about positive thoughts of gratitude and happiness and things that we should be thankful for. So back to the topic. So pick up on people's energy. Pay attention to the things that people say when they're around you. Because I'll tell you something, guys. If you're not paying attention to who you're around, that may be the reason why your life is not progressing. Because if you are around people who are constantly negative, trying to put you down, or put others down, or the people around you, you're still here? Oh, I'm sorry, you're having a rainstorm. If you're around people who are constantly negative, always trying to break your spirit, what do you think you're going to become? Most of us are a product of our environment. So if you put yourself in an environment of negativity, gossip, hatred, backbiting, just a mean, evil, wicked spirit. And some people, when you're around them, that's all you get. That's all you get from them is this sadness, this just darkness. There's no light in them. So be careful who you're surrounding yourself with and by, and the things that you're thinking about. So this is living for today. That is the subject today. Live for today. Your life is dependent on the things that you think about. So have thoughts of gratitude. And that's something easier said than done because it doesn't come naturally to everybody to have thoughts of gratitude and positivity. Oh, it was slowing down. It was buffering for a second, guys. It looks like it's coming back. Okay, it's back. Have thoughts of gratitude. And it doesn't come natural to everybody to have gratitude. How can you have gratitude personally in your life if you don't naturally possess it? I stress this every single time, guys. Having a journal. Have a journal and write down in your journal your thoughts. But first, start off with the positive things in your life. Have a thoughtful a journal, and put in there all the things that you can be grateful for, all the things that you have. You are alive. That's a major thing to be grateful for. Be grateful that you're alive. There's so much people out there that wish they had lived their day. Have gratitude. Be happy that you're alive. Your life is a gift. You've been given a gift of another day. And that's a blessing in itself. It's a blessing to be alive. Hey, Cleveland, how are you doing? Welcome. Thumbs it up on coming in. I appreciate that. Hi, Crystal. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Joining on the discussion, guys. Yes, hi, Cleveland. Joining on this discussion, guys. So there's so much people out there that are negative. Don't take that into your mind and your heart. The thought is to live for today. So much people, they are so stuck on the past, things that happened to them way back when, years ago, or last week, last year, 5 years ago, that they don't have, they're not moving forward with their life. They're not progressing. How can you progress if you are in the same place that you were in 5 years ago? Yes, you guys network with each other. I think the best thing is when you have gratitude. Yes, thank you, Dawn. The best thing is when you have gratitude for your life, for the people that really matter in your life, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Don't worry about the people who are negative. Don't worry about the people who are talking about you. Don't worry about what you don't have, what's not going right in your life. Focus on what you have. That's part of living for today, is having those thoughts in your mind that things may not be where I want it to be right now, but life, that's the best thing. Hold on a second, guys. That's the best thing about life, guys, is that life always changes. And if life is not going the way that you want it to go right now, that doesn't mean it won't change. Everybody is knocking on the door. Really? Hold on a second, guys. Change your plans. I had to change locations. Okay. Yeah, guys. So don't allow people who are negative or who are trying to hold you back from progress in your life. Don't allow that to affect your mind and your heart, because that's just what people try to do. They try to affect your mind and your heart to make you start thinking in a negative way. And that can only happen if you allow it. You have to allow people to penetrate that part of your mind and your heart. You have to learn that when something comes at you negative, what are you going to do? That's one thing I had to learn in life, is to be yourself, right? I just covered this in a positive thought of the day, to just be yourself, because I feel like the older that I'm getting and the more that I see on social media, I feel sorry for these younger generation, these young men and women, our future. They don't know who they are. All they're doing is following trends and listening to what they think they should be, instead of becoming a leader, instead of a follower. And I really feel sad. I really feel sad. My heart feels grieved for the youth today, because they really don't have a direction, and I don't think that they really know their purpose yet. And there's just nothing like just forming your own thoughts and belief systems, and believing in yourself and just being yourself, like not living in a box of what other people say that you should possess, material possessions, because it's not all about the monetary. I know that's what most people focus on, but there's much more to life than the monetary part. One of the best gifts that you can give is self-love, having your high self-esteem. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like when you can feel good about yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and just think that you're wonderful. And especially if you have been through a lot of things in your life, which most of us have, and then you can stand in the mirror, look at yourself, and be happy and be proud of your progress. I think a lot of times people forget, right? You will never be happy if you live your life for others. I just feel so sad for the younger generation. Not that there may not be older people who are lost, but there's just nothing like loving yourself the way you are, and for you not to try to be like anybody else, for you're just happy with who you are, and where you've come from and where you're going. A lot of people, it's just sad that they listen to what magazines and social media and entertainers say, what is the acceptable way to accepting yourself and loving yourself, right, boss? So much people out there that They listen to what other people say should be your norm, or what should be, you know, your image of yourself, where you should be at your life at whatever age you're at. Everybody has a journey, in their life. Everybody has a journey um, from where they're going, and not everybody moves at the same speed. That's okay. But that's why I always say that how important it is for everybody to just be themselves and just live in today. Um, accept what's going on with your life right now and love yourself where you are. Just love yourself where you are. I just feel so sad for those that don't possess it. But it's not all without hope. There is hope that if you don't possess the high self esteem, or believing in yourself, or knowing how to just be yourself, you can always learn it. You can always possess it. You can grow into a higher and deeper love for yourself, by the choices that you make, um, and the people that you surround yourself by. Most people don't realize how important it is who you associate yourself with, who you call your friends, who you look up to, who are your examples, because that's usually who you are going to become. You're a product of your environment. And if you surround yourself in a negative environment with negative people, what do you think you're going to become? You're going to become that, because that's what you're surrounded by. That's what you're feeding your mind and your heart. And that's why it's so important to let go of things that happened in the past. And I know a lot of times people will say, I can forgive, but I can't forget. And I don't discount that. It's nothing wrong with not forgetting. Uh, Sometimes it's impossible for you to forget what happened to you, but I feel like it's really important for you to be able to. You can hear again? Okay, thanks, Don. I just think it's so important for people to. I just lost my thought. It's so important for people to love themselves, where they're at, and to grow into the love for themselves, because not everybody grows up in an environment. They may not have a happy and healthy life at home, with their family. But you can always grow into a love of yourself. You can always grow to have high self esteem. You can always grow and possess the qualities that you want. If people around you aren't giving you what you need, you can possess that within yourself. You can possess that self-love and believing in yourself, and having high self-esteem, and having strength and moral character, and being a person of substance and happiness and positivity and encouragement. You don't always have to look to others for that. Sometimes it may not be around you, that joy and love and light, but you can possess it. I can say that, speaking from experience, that you can come from, not necessarily that they didn't love you, but they didn't love you the way that you needed. Hey, Orion Star, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thumbs it up on coming in, if you could, please. Um, Sometimes we don't always come from an environment. Thank you for the thumbs up. Sometimes we don't always come from an environment where we're growing, Not everybody comes from that kind of environment where you can grow, where it's happy and healthy and encouraging. We don't always get that growing up, but you can always possess it. You can always grow into that. That's the best part of being an adult, is that you don't have to be blocked by your circumstances of the past. You can move past it, and it's a choice. That's why I say all the time, why it's so important to live for today. Live for today, and don't, hold on to things that happened in the past. Let those things go. Hi, Iffy. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Me cute. I look terrible today. Look at all these bumps, like my face is breaking out. My face is breaking out. I feel like I look terrible today. You're cool? Thanks for coming in, guys. Yeah, you can come from a horrible environment. You could come from negative environments. You could come from a oh, thank you. You can come from that type of environment where that's negative and not peaceful, joyless, you know, all those things. But you can turn things around and make your environment happy and joyful. Why are you terrible today? I'm not terrible today. You can come from a horrible environment, but the best part about when you become an adult is that your situation does not have to define you, you know, any longer. You can let the past be in the past and live for today and live with joy and happiness. You have to kind of make those choices for yourself. Sometimes when you're a child, you aren't really given those kinds of tools and environment and all those things, what have you. But you can have that when you get older. That's the best part of growth and adulthood. That you have to make the choices for yourself, for your own mind and your heart and your spirit, to past move past and let the past be in the past and move forward to the future and let things go and don't let those things hinder you, because hold on, guys, because even if you come from a negative environment, an environment that's not positive, but you can change things. You can change your circumstance. You can change your circumstance. It's not always about, a one size fit all thing, that just because something happened to you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that's going to be your life forever. No, it's not that way at all. You have the power of your mind. And I say that all the time. Your mind is so powerful. Your mind has so much power. And a lot of people don't realize how much control and power you have in your mind, with your mind. Your mind is so powerful. You have the power to change your circumstance by just your thoughts alone. It's about what you choose to think about, what you choose to dwell on, the things that you believe. Do you believe the good things and wonderful things about yourself? Do you see yourself in a positive way? Do you have a positive self image of yourself? Do you think that you're wonderful? Do you see your growth, the person that you were a year ago? Do you praise yourself for that? I think a lot of times that's the reason why people, sometimes you have to fake it until you do, right? And that's okay too. As Don says, sometimes you have to fake it until you make it, and that's okay. But you have to try. I just feel so much people just don't even try. They just give up. They just feel like it's something impossible, and I just don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think anybody should just give up on themselves so easily. Don't give up on yourself so easy, you know? You're worth so much more than that. You have so much value within you have something to give to others. I believe every single person, somebody they can be an encouragement to others. And when I learned that, like my whole entire life changed because I realized that I had the power to encourage and motivate not only myself, but with your the words that you say, the things that you say to people, your disposition and spirit, being a happy person and being joyful, all of that is contagious. It's very contagious to possess joy and happiness and to have a smile on your face and to it doesn't mean that you're without problems and struggles. Nobody is without problems. We all have problems, but it's how you choose. What is your outlook? It's how you choose to deal with the circumstance, how you choose to handle it, how you choose to think about it. Um, are you going to be positive no matter what your circumstance is? You know, it's all a choice. We all have to make choices, and I just hope everybody choose to do the right thing. Choose to live for today. Choose to live for yourself. Choose to have that positive thoughts. Because sometimes if you don't possess those positive thoughts, you may not be a positive person. You may not have grown up positive, but you can start with little things by start thinking about yourself in a positive way, and don't say negative things about yourself. Never say you can't, you won't. Remove those things from your vocabulary, remove those words from your mind and your heart. Only speak love and joy and positivity into your mind and your heart. Yes, speak positive affirmations. You have to. You have to speak light into your life because I can tell you that from experience, guys. When you are in a dark, when you're in a dark place in your life, you can still be positive. Afro Black, what's going on? What's up, bro? You can be in a dark place in your life but still possess light because nothing can take your spark or your flame out. People can try the negativity from this world, negativity from other people. People can try to dim your light, try to, chilling watching you. Afro Black, you see, you're in blue. um, yes, you guys network with each other. People can try so hard, to break your spirit and try to break you down. People can try so hard, but it's about what you allow. Do you allow those things to fuel your mind and your heart? It's a choice. A lot of people don't really realize. You already know each other? Okay, cool. A lot of people don't realize how much power you have within your mind. Your mind has so much power. It has the power to encourage yourself, to motivate yourself. Because if you feel like you can't do something, you can't move past something, you're angry and you're bitter, guess what? You want other people around you to be angry and bitter too. But when you choose to look at the glass as half full instead of half empty, it's a whole different way of thinking. You have to change, you have to do a shift in your mind that even if your circumstance isn't conducive to what you want right now, that you may want so many things in your life, but things aren't working out. You want things to work. It's like I don't know if you guys have ever been there. You just want things to work out in your life so hard. You feel like you're right on the edge. You know, you feel like you're almost at the finish line. Like this is about to work for me. And you just don't know what to do. You just feel so discouraged because sometimes you just get so tired of fighting. You just get so tired of fighting sometimes. You feel like you're in a losing battle, but nothing in this life that you're meant to have is going to happen easily. Everything that everything that you deserve, everything that is difficult in your life, after a while, you're going to understand and realize why you had to struggle for it. Sometimes there's some lessons that you need to learn right now so that when you get that gift or goal or accomplishment, you will have all the qualities and know how to handle it. Because if you can't handle little assignments or little problems, why would you be given bigger, heavier, stronger problems? You have to be able to handle you have to be able to handle the little things in order to handle the bigger things. So sometimes we have to go through struggles and we don't understand. Okay, Dawn. Sometimes we don't understand why we have to go through these struggles and these problems and these difficulties. We just don't understand. We're just like, sometimes your mind is just blown. You're like, why am I enduring this? Why can't things work out for me? Why are people treating me this way? Why can't I make my breakthrough? I know I'm not the only one that thinks this. You wonder why you can't get to your next level, your breakthrough. But at what you're enduring right now, you are in preparation mode. We are preparing for our next level. And when you are ready and you possess what you need for that next level, trust me, you're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. But you have to learn, right. Everybody has a season. And sometimes you may feel like your season is just rain. It's just like rain and darkness and sadness and pain and hurt and difficulty and trial. Listen, this is when you're on the edge, when you think things aren't going to work out, you are right on the edge or the border of your next level. You're right about to make it. You're right on your breakthrough. Your breakthrough is about to happen. And that shows who you are. That shows your strength. That shows who you are. Because if you can endure when things are hard, don't you think you can endure when things are going to get easier for you? Most definitely. So I'm going to give you some encouragement for that. Whatever you're struggling with and you feel, I don't know how much of this I can endure. I don't think I can do it. That's exactly when you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Strengthen your mind. Talk to yourself and say, I'm about to make it through this. I'm going to make it through this because something is there on my next level and I'm about to make it. And I can't give up. Right. Your strength. You're going to make it. And not all the time that you may tell people about your next level, your one up, that people are going to encourage you and motivate you and be there and support you and all that stuff. When you're going through difficulties, that's when you find out who are really your supporters, who's really in your corner, is when you're having your difficulties, when you're counting change to try to pay your rent or your bills. and you have somebody who's there for you, and they listen to you, and they're helping you to endure their support system. You find out who are your real people when you're on the low. That's when you find out who is really there for you and care about you. But I'm going to give you some encouragement. Don't give up. Now, when you feel like you're about to give up, that's when you need to strengthen yourself. That's when you know that your breakthrough is coming. You're about to make it. And if you give up right now, what would that show? That would show that maybe it's not for you. And maybe you don't deserve it. Maybe it's for somebody else. Or when you know something is for you and you're sure 100% without a doubt, there's no way you're giving up. There's no way you're going to lose focus. This is when you're going to strengthen yourself. This is when you're going to stay determined. You're going to refocus. That's what you're going to do. Because, boy, let me tell you, when you are feeling down, discouraged, low, all those things, that's when you need to strengthen yourself and strengthen your mind and your heart and talk to yourself. It's important to talk to yourself. I know some people think that that's a sign of craziness, but that's how you refocus when you say, hey, self, you're doing a great job. A lot of times I come across so many people, right? Let go and let God. I come across so many people, and one thing that they're not doing is they're not encouraging themselves. When you are going through something, every day you accomplish something, every day when you didn't give up, that's when you need to encourage yourself and motivate yourself and say, you wanted to give up today and you didn't. I'm proud of you. You're doing good. You're doing a great job. Keep going. You're doing great. You're wonderful. You have a talent. You have a gift. Encourage yourself, guys. So much people, that is the reason why people struggle. That's the reason why people struggle, is because they forget to remind themselves of their gifts and their talents. Don't forget to remind yourself. Show yourself, how much you matter. Show how much, show yourself how much you love yourself. And you do that by believing in yourself, strengthening your goals within yourself, and reevaluating your goals. People need to learn to reevaluate their goals. People forget that, and I don't know why people forget to reevaluate. Sometimes your goals are fine, but you may just need to tweak here and there just a little bit, and then things can start working out. Reevaluate your goals from time to time. It's so important to reevaluate your goals and see if there's something else that you can do. Is there something new in the developments of what you're doing that you need to learn? If you are not completely sure and focused about your goals, how is somebody else going to be sure and focused and be supportive? People aren't going to get behind you if you don't know yourself. You have to know. Do your research, and whatever your goal is, make sure you know what you're talking about. Yes, message received. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, with your life, make sure have knowledge about what you're doing. Know what you're doing. Know the background. Know the people that are around you. Know how much money is it going to cost? Where are you going to live? Who is going to be your agent? This is why I like coming to your life. So much truth and positivity here and love. Thanks. Living your best life. You inspire me to keep going. Aw, thanks, boss. Um, I'm just, guys, when boss says that, I come from a place where when I was a young person, I definitely was not positive. I was the most negative person that you could ever meet. I thought you know, the glass was always half empty. I always thought the world was against me. Nobody liked me. Everybody hated me. But when I turned things around and started focusing on myself and my happiness and my positivity and my light started going up, my power, my positive energy started growing, and my belief in myself, and I started to know who I am. And when you know who you are and you know where you're going, and you see the beauty that shines within you, that there is nobody like you. There's nobody like you. There's no two people alike. And you have to learn to know the beauty within yourself and make that beauty shine. Make that beauty shine. Show the world your light. There's light for everyone. And that's one thing that I don't get, people who like to backbite and gossip and talk about others. There's room for everybody. There's enough love and light out there. Everybody can get a piece of light. Everybody can get a piece of light. So people don't have to be negative. You don't have to be negative. You don't have to try to dim people's light. Shine your own light. Be a source of light and be a source of encouragement and positivity. Because I know that there is nobody like me. And I know that there's nobody, there is nobody like anybody who is watching this live stream right now, or anybody who's watching on the replay. There's nobody like you. And don't try to be like anybody else. Form your own opinions and your own thoughts, because they're worthy. You're worth enough. I wish more people would validate one another and tell one another, you're awesome. You're really intelligent. You're smart. You're very beautiful. I don't know why people, it doesn't take anything away from you to give a compliment to somebody else. When somebody possesses something, they just possess it. And it's okay. Everybody has their own talents, their own gifts, but people just need to learn to tap into it. Tap into your own. Okay, Afro Black. People have to learn to tap into their own love and light and positivity. You have to tap into it, because if you don't tap into it, who is going to? You know, nobody is going to. Because I'll tell you one thing that I've learned the older that I get, from my youth to now, is that if I can't find my beauty, and yes, see you soon, Afro Black. If you can't find your own beauty and love and light and strength and courage within yourself, how do you expect others to find it within you? You have to know it, you have to feel it, you have to breathe it, you have to be it. You know, you have to be the source of light. And I think that's why I feel so sad for people who are looking for love and light within a relationship. They're looking for it from a romantic relationship. And that's sad, because you have to possess your love and light first. Don't look for others to give that to you. Don't look for others to give you love. You have to possess that love for yourself first, and know who you are. You can't look to others for your joy and your love and light. That's why so many people are so broken and so unhappy, because they're looking for others for their own way. They don't know their way, the way through their path of life. They don't know where they're going. They're lost. They have no focus. And if you don't have focus, you don't know where you're going. How can you expect others to encourage you to your goals or your next level? Nobody can't give you that. You have to possess that already. You have to be it, breathe it, live it. And so, yeah, it's a lesson and a journey for everyone. And that's why I'm giving all you guys the encouragement to live for today, guys. Live for today and let go of the things of the past. Let go of the things of the past because you deserve it. You deserve all the love. Thank you, Dawn. You deserve all the love and joy. Yes, let go, let go, let go. I say that all the time. And then people will say, I let go, but then they're still talking about it. Yes, from the Frozen, from the Frozen song, Let It Go. People will say all the time, oh yeah, I let it go, but then they're still talking about it. When you let it go and you release it, be done with it. Be done with it. If you bring things up from the past, only bring up the positive. Don't bring darkness into your light. You know? Don't bring your darkness into your light because it will never turn out well. It will never turn out well. You can't darkness can't stay in the same place light can stay. They don't get along. They don't coexist. Either there is darkness or there's light. You can't have dark and light at the same time. So be a source of light. Be a source of light and let your light shine. Let go of things of the past and forgive people. Forgive people. And sometimes you may not need to forgive anybody. Sometimes you may need to forgive yourself. I know. You have to forgive yourself and stop beating up yourself for whatever it is. And we all know what it is that we beat up ourselves for, or we beat ourselves down for. Um, don't try to be like anybody else. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. It's always good enough. It's always good enough to just be yourself and to stand in your womanhood or your manhood and say, I am enough. I am enough. And I'm a wonderful human being and I possess a joy and love and light and peace and happiness. And I'm going to keep growing and shining and being what God created me to be. Don't forget that. Keep growing and keep shining. And let go of the past. That's the reason why so much people can't live in the present, that they don't possess that joy and light in their life because they're still in the past. They're still in the past. They haven't let the past stay in the past. You gotta let the past stay in the past. Start living in the present. Start living where there is joy and accomplishing your goals and trying new things and meeting new people and surrounding yourself with positive people just like yourself, because the more that you possess your positivity and your joy and your love and your light, you're going to draw more people. You're going to draw more people who are just like you. Since I've started to smile all the time. Sometimes I smile so much that my cheeks hurt. And I wish you all that kind of joy. Sometimes I smile and laugh so much that my face hurts. My face really and truly hurts because that's how joyful I am. And it's not that I don't have problems. No, I have problems. I have difficulties. I have struggles. But it's how I choose to think about my life. I choose to look at things in a positive light and to see my future being bright. And I have so much to learn, and I have so many people to meet, and so many people to encourage and motivate, and things that are going to happen in my life that's going to be so wonderful. So you got to be forward thinking, positive thinking. Think about yourself in the future in a wonderful way. All the things that you want to accomplish in your life, and then just work towards it. Sometimes that's the hardest thing, is that we can have, hey, Rise Hawk, how are you doing? Sometimes we can have all these goals and thoughts and lack the motivation. We lack the motivation to do these things. We want to do these things, Don't get me wrong. We all want a wonderful, happy life. But what are we doing? Are you doing good? I'm so glad. Thanks for coming in, Rise Hawk. We all want, a positive, wonderful, happy life filled with all these wonderful things in it. But what are we doing to make it happen? What are we doing to live the life that we want to lead? To be where we want to be? What do we look like? One of the books that I read, and it says that you should write out a typical day when you're living your life the way that you want to. What does that look like? And that's going to be different for each person. What are you wearing? What is your weight? Who are you surrounded by? What do you do in that day? Put those thoughts out there. Put that out in the atmosphere. Speak it into existence. Speak your life of light and joy into existence. And then do what it takes to get there. And that's the point. We want to lead these successful, wonderful lives, but what are we doing to get there? Are we putting in the hard work? Are we doing what it takes to get there? Because I know me, sometimes I have all these goals and I want to do all these things, but sometimes you lack the motivation. You want to do it, but you're like, I'm tired. Or you make excuses. That's the main one. I'm tired. I don't feel good. Or maybe tomorrow. Or I don't have the money right now. Whatever it is that you want to do, if you really want to do it, you will. You're not going to make any excuses. You're going to find a way. If you don't have the money, you're going to find someone who has the money to be able to fund your goals, to fund what it is that you want to do. So don't make excuses for your life. Lead your life by the way and the choices that you make. Make good choices, make positive choices. And then when you make those positive choices and you do good things for yourself, reward your mind. And encourage yourself and say, you thought you wouldn't get to this day, but you did, and you did amazing. And don't forget to thank the people who were there. People always forget to thank the ones that are supporting them and encouraging them and praying for them while they're going through their struggle. Don't forget to show gratitude in the midst of your struggle, because it is very possible to have gratitude and thankfulness even in your struggle. And sometimes it's the gratitude that brings you the joy and the love and the light and the happiness. So don't forget to have a thankful spirit, to be grateful for everything that you have and you are and you were and you are. Have a grateful spirit. Be thankful. Live for today. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Let things go. I know it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. But I believe that whatever is hard for you, whatever you struggle with, when you attain the results that you want, every struggle, every difficulty that you went through to get it, it's worth it. It's worth it, and it will be worth it, and it will continue to be worth it. So don't give up. Whatever trial, circumstance, difficulty, you know, whatever problem, financial crisis, health problem, whatever it is that you're struggling with, I want to give you some encouragement, motivation for your mind and your heart that you'll make it through. But you got to put that in your mind and tell yourself that every day. I'm going to make it through. I am making through it. I'm doing a good job. I'm wonderful. I possess all the qualities and skills and that I need. I am enough. Tell yourself that every day. I am enough. I am enough and I am wonderful and I am loved and blessed and fantastic. And if nobody else tells you that, tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I just wanted to give you guys some encouragement for your mind and your heart. And I wish you love and peace and joy and light. I'll see you guys later on. I'm going to be doing a silent live probably around 10 p.m. or so. So if you can stop in, I'd appreciate it. If you can't, it's cool too. Thanks everybody for my thumbs up, my likes. You guys help me to stay encouraged with this YouTube thing. So thank you all very much, each and every one of you. Thank you. Wish you light.